How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days and welcome back to another Terraria 1.4 Master Mode video. And in this one, guys, we're going to be looking at a boss that you definitely want to fight pre-hard mode in your Master Mode playthrough, and that is Skeletron. Now, Skeletron can be left to hard mode if you want to skip the dungeon, but I totally recommend it because there's a lot of good items you can get, and it also unlocks the Shadow Key, which will unlock some powerful stuff in the underworld. So what we're going to do in this video, guys, we're going to look at the loadout for my recommendations for the Skeletron fight. We're going to look at the arena setup and what you really want to use against Skeletron, and then we're going to look at the battle in action, as well as any special items that we can get from Skeletron in Master Mode. So let's jump straight into it, guys. Okay, so let's quickly run through what I think you're going to need against your battle with a Skeletron. So firstly, I do recommend fighting Queen Bee first. And getting weapons like the bee gun and the bee's knees, as well as bee nades, because the hands are quickly taken out by all the bees that spawn. Plus, you'll also get the hive pack, which is very useful. Other than that, you can also use the boomstick and the space gun, and an amber staff if you're going mage. I definitely recommend using the meteor armor, which gives you more magic damage, as well as the space gun is now free to use. And then for accessories, basically just anything that you want to focus mostly just on having some boots, Shield of Cthulhu for your dash, and you definitely want to have a hook because it will be useful when we look at the arena. I'll show you how that's going to work. For buffs, really all you need is Iron Skin regen and swiftness, and an archery potion to use with your bee's knees, and some food. Here is some optional buffs that are available if you are struggling with it, and I recommend a Crimson World because Heart Reach and Rage are very useful indeed. Okay, so that's basically it, and also just quickly on modifiers, don't worry about getting the best ones. Money's hard to get early on in Master Mode, so if you get something with like plus damage, that's pretty much all you're really after. But if you want to get perfect ones, that's totally up to you. So let's have a quick look at the arena and we'll start the battle. So here we are at the dungeon with our arena set up, and this is actually the arena I used in my Master Mode Let's Play. So I'll put a link on screen. We're currently doing the playthrough now if you'd like to come join us, maybe after this video. So basically for the arena, I'll bring the map up on screen here. You want 2 long platforms, just sort of maybe 20 blocks apart, and the reason for that is you can grapple up, drop down, and sort of grapple up as you want to help avoid Skeletron's attacks. Then you also want, I call these regeneration stations. Basically, they've got a heart lantern, sunflower, and honey. So as you're fighting, you can run through the honey and get the buff and all that good stuff, and you'll get a bit of movement speed from the sunflower. Campfires as well. And then the other thing you want to do, so the first time you fight Skeletron, you use the old man, but afterwards what you need to do is have some of these voodoo dolls that you get from the dungeon. They're different than the guide ones, and basically you equip them on your character, and then you can actually hurt the, so we won't hurt him too bad, we'll just shoot him once. That actually allows you to hurt the NPC, so I won't kill him yet, you can only do it at night time. So that's basically it for the arena. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll wait for night and I'll show you the battle in action. Okay, the nighttime is here and we are ready for our battle. So let's get one of the voodoo dolls equipped, and a little trick is I like to block the clothier in the room so he can't escape and get himself hurt, because you can only fight him once a day. So what we'll do, let's get our buffs on, we'll start dealing some damage to the poor guy, and now Skeletron will spawn. So what we'll do to start with, guys, let's just have a look at how Skeletron moves, see if there's anything different in 1.4. So basically he'll swing his hands at you, and after a little while he's going to do a spin attack, and you sort of get used to the timing. Now it's very important, this is why you need a grappling hook. If you get caught in that, you can get stun locked and dealt a lot of damage. So if you do get caught, just grapple one of the platforms near you and it'll help you get out of harm's way. So another thing, and we'll get started with the damage in just a moment, you need to kill the hands first, because Skeletron gains 25 defense, the head, for each of the hands that is alive. So basically your first goal is just to be dealing damage to the hands. You can throw a few bee nades, use your bee gun. You really just want to use the bees because they have the homing attack. They can actually deal a lot of the damage. Now you can shoot the skull to help spawn bees because it is a bit easier to hit. But you definitely want to be focusing those hands when you can. And as you can see, I just dashed out of the way there to avoid getting hit by the skull. You really want to avoid it. It's a lot of damage and it can turn the fight around very quickly indeed. Now, one thing, if you can manage it, it is a little hard when you're using bees, but if you can damage the hands at the same rate, because what happens is once one of the hands is destroyed, Skeletron will start to shoot skulls at you, and they're slightly homing. They're not exactly a homing attack, they've got like a light home to them, but they deal a lot of damage, and he shoots them very quickly. So it is definitely something to watch out for. Whoop, so there we go. We just had a good example of that. So I almost got caught by the skull, but because I could grapple away quickly, it didn't deal any damage to me at all. So as you can see, bees are doing a nice job. It's not actually an overly difficult boss as long as you set up your arena and just take time attacking the hands first. And this is why I really recommend fighting Queen Bee first, just because you get these really useful bee weapons that home in on the hands and do a lot of the work for you. So as you can see, one of the hands was just destroyed, so it's starting to shoot skulls at me, and they are quite quick, and they can be tough to dodge, and it is a longer fight, so you don't want to be taking too much damage if you can handle it. Alright, a few more bees. Alright, so both hands are down. So now Skeletron is actually down to, I think he has about 10 defense, I think. Don't quote me on that, I'll double check the wiki later. It's about 10 defense now, so all you need to do, you can keep using the bees, or if you want to swap to something like the space gun, which is it's got a high velocity, so it's nice and easy to aim, which helps a lot. You can start using things like your boomstick. Goodness, almost got caught there. Or if you just want to keep using bees, that's fine too, because bees are very accurate. So as you can see, I am starting to take a bit of damage, throwing on a heal there. So basically the skulls sort of follow a light pattern. He sort of like aims them in an arc. There we go, let's just fly over, dash with Cthulhu. As you can see, it's not too dangerous as long as you sort of don't panic when it's spinning at you. You can see he's sort of adjusting the aims of the skull as he's going. But yeah, you can sort of jump one, then drop down, and that sort of helps you avoid them a little bit as well. Alright, he's just about to spin, so you can just drop, dash, grapple back up, use a bit of your rocket boots. It's not too bad. So here we go. So we've almost got him down. And then basically, yeah, you just want to keep using your bees. This part of the fight's not too bad as long as you've got plenty of mobility items to help you keep avoiding those little skulls. Because you can see they're doing a fair bit of damage. I've taken about 100 damage from them. Okay, so this is a bit tricky. We're going to float up a bit and just float over him like that. Beautiful. So yeah, this is a boss that's all about preparation. You just want to make sure. Now, you could even try using some grenades here, which I don't have on me. I've got B-nades, but not normal grenades, because during the spin, this would be a perfect time to be dropping grenades in his path because he's coming towards you. But there we go, guys. We've beaten the boss. Beautiful. As you can see, it is a longer battle, and that's why I recommend having some regeneration in your arena. Very important. There we go. We'll get rid of that zombie. Beautiful. So we'll put our relic down. There we go. And I think we got the red hat. Always fun. So let's open our treasure bag. We'll see what we get if we got the special pet. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! So we've got Skeletron hand and the bone glove, which we can't use till we get some bones from the dungeon. So what we'll do, I'll wait for another Clothier to spawn, and we'll get a powered up character and smash Skeletron, see if we can get some of the exclusive items. Okay guys, the day has passed and we have a new Clothier that has spawned in, and we are ready for battle here. So what we're going to do, we're going to make sure we've got our Voodoo Doll equipped, and we have to be careful here because we're using some overpowered stuff. I don't want to kill Skeletron in one hit. So what we might do is use our Terra Prisma for a bit of the battle here. And have you guys actually used this before and gone like full summoner build? Can you get actually one more of these swords? I'm not quite sure. I haven't tried it myself. But even just with one of them, it's actually pretty cool indeed. It's doing a pretty good job against the hands there. As you can see, and you can always do the thing where you right-click the targets you want your summons to focus on. Although we also have the new whip weapons, which I've been meaning to try. And there we go, guys. It looks like we got the new item. So let's put down our relic. There we go. Beautiful. And we don't need that stuff. The possessed skull summons a small Skeletron. So I'll just cancel my current pet. Let's get this equipped and we'll turn it on. And check it out. You get like a little baby Skeletron that follows you around, and its little skulls like opening and closing. Very cool indeed. And let's see, let's put our boots on. Sometimes they have other animations if you move really fast. Yeah, check it out. It actually does the spin attack if you're moving really quickly. How cool is that? Just like the normal boss. Okay, let's let it catch up. Yeah, like the little hands go near it. That is awesome. Let's open our treasure bag too. Oh, that's my lightning carrot. Definitely want that. 3, 2, 1, boom! Okay, and we got Skeletron hand and the bone glove. Always fun. So guys, hope this guide was useful. If you did find it useful, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to check out our Master Mode playthrough. We're having a lot of fun. We're naming our towns. We're having a great time. So, and yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. And here's the most important part, as always. You'll stay happy and I'll see you soon. This is Happy Days signing out. See ya!